Imagine standing still, your breath deep, your eyes closed. You are over 60, and yet your body does not weaken, your muscles do not shrink, your energy does not disappear. Why? Because age is not your limit. Belief is. In the Shaolin Temple, we are taught that strength is not only for the young, strength is for the disciplined, strength is for those who seek balance. The perception that aging automatically leads to weakness is deeply ingrained in society, but it is a belief that limits human potential more than the biological process itself. Many individuals, upon reaching the age of 60 or beyond, begin to internalize the idea that their best physical years are behind them. This mindset becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. When the mind believes the body is in decline, it stops striving for strength, agility, and vitality. However, the body responds not only to physical inputs like food and movement, but also to the signals sent by the mind. A strong and determined mind can awaken the body even in later years. There are countless examples of people who defy the expectations of age. These are not anomalies. They are individuals who refuse to surrender to the idea of decline. They believe that growth is still possible, and because they believe, they act. They take steps each day to nourish their bodies, to move with purpose, to rest properly, and to focus their energy inward. Their actions are not motivated by youth, but by awareness and intention. By shifting belief from limitation to possibility, seniors can begin to rebuild what they thought was lost. The muscles respond to effort, no matter the age. The cells repair when given the right fuel. The joints regain mobility when gently used and respected. But none of this begins without belief. The moment one stops identifying with weakness and starts identifying with strength, the body receives permission to grow. This is why belief is more powerful than age. It is the starting point for transformation. Those who believe they can improve, do. And those who believe they are too old, stop trying. The choice lies in the mind, and the body simply follows. Strength is often misunderstood as something purely physical, built through lifting heavy weights or engaging in intense exercise routines. However, true strength is born from a deeper foundation, one that rests on discipline and balance. A strong body cannot exist without a strong mind and a stable life rhythm. This means showing up for yourself every day with intention, choosing actions that support growth, and avoiding habits that drain vitality. Discipline is not about punishment or force. It is about consistency, about doing the small things that matter, even when motivation is absent. Balance is equally essential. The body does not thrive on excess or deficiency. It requires harmony between activity and rest, movement and stillness, effort and recovery. Many people try to regain their strength through sporadic bursts of exercise, but neglect the other areas that support muscular health: nutrition, sleep, hydration, breathing, and mental calm. True strength emerges when all parts of life are aligned. It is the result of a system that works together, rather than isolated efforts. In many traditional teachings, including those of Shaolin philosophy, strength is not judged by how much weight a person can lift, but by how well they move, how calmly they breathe, and how clearly they think under pressure. A senior who rises each morning to stretch, breathe deeply, nourish their body naturally, and walk with awareness is often stronger than someone who trains their muscles aggressively but ignores their inner state. That strength, born from daily discipline and internal balance, is sustainable. It protects the body from injury, supports regeneration, and maintains vitality well into advanced age. When life becomes a flowing rhythm rather than a battle, the body responds with resilience, and muscle becomes a natural outcome of the harmony within. The human body has always looked to nature for healing, strength, and restoration. Long before synthetic supplements and chemical solutions became common, people relied on the earth's natural offerings to maintain health and vitality. Even today, some of the most powerful and effective supports for the body come not from a laboratory, but from plants, minerals, and natural compounds that have been used for generations. For seniors looking to rebuild muscle and regain energy, turning to nature offers a safer and more harmonious approach to nourishment. There exists a natural supplement, simple yet potent, that can play a key role in supporting muscle recovery, especially during sleep. While the body rests, it heals. This healing process can be enhanced when the right nutrients are present. Certain natural ingredients help reduce inflammation, improve protein absorption, support joint health, and encourage cellular repair. Unlike synthetic products that often come with side effects or disrupt internal balance, natural supplements tend to work in cooperation with the body's rhythms. The real power of a natural supplement lies not just in its ingredients, but in how it is used. When taken consistently and as part of a larger lifestyle of intentional eating, movement, and rest, it becomes more than a pill or powder. It becomes a part of your ritual for longevity. Seniors do not need to accept the gradual fading of strength as inevitable. Nature provides answers. It provides support that is gentle yet effective. This connection to natural healing is not new, it is ancient wisdom. Rediscovering and respecting it allows the body to recover, to rebuild, and to grow. When supported by nature, the body doesn't just survive through older age, it thrives. Muscle growth becomes possible, not because of force, but because the body is finally being given what it truly needs. As the body ages, it becomes even more important to engage in movement, not through intensity or force, but through consistency and mindfulness. The small rituals performed daily have a far greater impact on long-term strength than occasional bursts of heavy exercise. Stretching each morning, walking with purpose, breathing deeply, and staying active in simple, intentional ways are habits that slowly rebuild the body's resilience. These are not just physical actions, they are sacred routines that reconnect the mind and body. When movement is treated as a ritual rather than a task, it becomes a source of energy instead of a source of strain. Rebuilding muscle and maintaining flexibility does not require aggressive workouts. Instead, it requires regular motion and an awareness of how the body feels and functions. The joints need to be moved gently to stay lubricated and healthy. Muscles need regular stimulation to prevent atrophy. Even short walks, light resistance training, or practicing balance exercises can produce powerful results over time. These routines signal to the body that it is still needed, still alive, still in motion. And in response, the body strengthens itself naturally. In addition to movement, the body needs proper rest, hydration, and nourishment. These two must become rituals, not afterthoughts. Eating mindfully, sleeping on time, and staying hydrated allow muscles to repair and grow. The human body is not a machine to be pushed. It is a living system that thrives under care and rhythm. Rituals create structure, and structure brings stability. For seniors, adopting daily practices of movement and self-care can create a quiet but powerful transformation. With each consistent action, strength is not only preserved, it is renewed. These small daily acts, performed with discipline and care, become the foundation for lasting vitality and graceful aging. The mind is the origin of all transformation. Before the body changes, the mind must decide that change is possible. For many seniors, the belief that strength can be regained is the hardest barrier to overcome. Years of conditioning and external messages about aging create a mental image of decline, limitation, and weakness. But the truth is that the body listens to the thoughts it is fed. If the mind constantly repeats that one is too old, too tired, or too far gone, the body will act accordingly. However, when the mind shifts its focus to growth, recovery, and resilience, the body responds with energy and adaptation. Every movement starts as a thought. Every commitment to better health begins with a decision. And every ounce of strength regained is a reflection of mental clarity and intention. Seniors who believe in their ability to rebuild are already halfway there. Once the mind is aligned with a goal, the choices that support that goal become natural. Whether it is taking a natural supplement, committing to a daily walk, or choosing better foods, the motivation comes from the belief that these efforts are worthwhile and effective. In traditional teachings, the mind is seen as the master of the body. When the mind is calm, focused, and clear, the body functions with grace and efficiency. This inner strength becomes the silent engine behind physical transformation. It is not about wishing or hoping for change, but about knowing it is possible and acting from that certainty. For seniors, this mental shift can reignite a powerful sense of purpose. Once belief is restored, age becomes irrelevant. The mind leads and the body follows. It is in this unity that true strength is rebuilt, quietly, consistently, and powerfully from within. It is a common belief that with age comes an unavoidable decline in strength and vitality, but this belief does not reflect the full potential of the human body. Restoration and growth are possible at any age when the body is given the right conditions to heal and rebuild. Muscles may weaken with years of inactivity, but they do not lose the ability to respond. What often holds people back is not their age, but their lack of understanding about what is still possible. The body is designed to adapt, and even after 60, it can regain power, flexibility, and endurance with proper care and support. The key is to move beyond passive acceptance of aging and take active responsibility for one's well-being. Many seniors have transformed their health simply by changing how they live. Gentle, consistent movement, a nutritious diet, deep sleep, and the right natural supplements can stimulate muscle repair and growth, even after decades of decline. These results are not reserved for a select few. They are accessible to anyone who chooses to return to a more intentional way of living. There are real examples of individuals who, well into their 70s or 80s, have regained mobility, improved their posture, reduced pain, and increased muscle strength, not by fighting against their age, but by working with their body. They respected its pace, supported its needs, and remained patient with the process. The body responds to kindness and persistence. It will not be rushed, but it will not resist when gently encouraged. Growth after 60 is not only possible, it is a natural outcome when life becomes aligned with rhythm, nourishment, and purpose. Aging may be inevitable, but decline is not. With the right mindset and daily action, seniors can continue to evolve, rebuild, and thrive in ways they never imagined.